Hello and welcome to the Dumpster Fire 3.0 here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm Josh. Happy Thursday, happy Midnight's Eve for all you Swifties out there. Comes out at midnight, East time. East Coast time. It actually unlocks at 10 p.m. here in Colorado, but who's counting? Who has the countdown page? Not me. Wink, wink. Personally, I can't wait. I mean, it's been kind of obvious here on the Dumpster Fire. I am a bit of a Swiftie, and I'm excited for this. She hasn't done like a full-fledged album release on this scale since the pandemic began. She had Folklore and Evermore, but both of those albums were both surprise releases. It's like, oh, here they are. No, but here she did the full promotional campaign. We're supposed to be getting rumors of a massive stadium tour coming probably early next year. I want to say probably in the summer. Hasn't been announced yet, but it's all but confirmed at this point, so we'll see where it goes. And because we are in the spirit of Taylor, I'm just going to have some Taylor playing here for you for a while I go ahead and eat. I've had a long day. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Went to the gym, went to work, 8 till 5, and now I am here. I am exhausted. I am tired, so I'm going to try to get some food in my stomach. Also happy Boo Pails from McDonald's. I managed to get one of the Halloween Happy Meals with a little bucket. I'm going to give the bucket to a friend of mine because her kids are going to love it. But right now, I'm going to dine in on some McNuggies and a double quarter pounder with cheese, and I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and bring the Taylor on here on AIM Student Radio, the way a radio should be. And welcome back to the Dumpster Fire 3.0 here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm Josh. Once again, happy Midnight's Eve. Taylor Swift's new album will be available for people to look at on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, in less than 4 hours. I can't wait. Actually, I was looking at a couple of some of the theories surrounding Taylor Swift, because if there's one thing that she is quite well known for, it's dropping little clues and little Easter eggs for her fans to try to decipher and figure out what's going on. The theories I've seen surrounding this album are absolutely just off the chain. I've seen people try to debunk and look for clues just in every little thing, every picture, every announcement, every post, every TikTok that she's made to promote this album. She was doing the Midnight's Mayhem with Me series on TikTok, where each day she was revealing one track from the album, or I should say, like, revealing the title of a track from the album, and people are trying to figure everything out. But I'm looking at an article here from the Washington Post, and there are a couple of theories here regarding Taylor's career. For example, the quote-unquote lost albums of Taylor's career, or perhaps albums that were recorded but that we may never see the light of day. Back in 2020, she released 2 albums in the midst of the pandemic. She released Folklore, which is honestly arguably my favorite Taylor album. Had Exile, which, if you ask me, one of the greatest songs just ever written. And then Evermore, which was another album full of songs in the folklore style, that cottagecore, rural. She really dove into the pandemic vibes, and we were here for it. However, there is another theory and a popular guess that there was a third album recorded during that pandemic era titled Woodvale. However, she has personally debunked this in a TV interview, according to the Washington Post. However, there are still a pocket full of fans out there that believe it's real. Also, there is another theory that back in 2016, there was an album that was titled Karma that was also allegedly scrapped. And many people thought that there are still also the pockets of people that think that it is real. And for all we know, these albums may very well be real. They may be in that famous vault of hers. I don't know. I don't want to try to feed into the speculation because there's already so much of it surrounding her and this album. There's actually a countdown party going on right now in Times Square, and it's going to go all the way until, you guessed it, midnight, when the album drops. And allegedly after the release of the album, she's supposed to make an appearance. I can't recall where, but it's going to be insane. I actually also am keeping tabs on the Thursday night football game that is tonight because, oddly enough, all of the Swifties are going to be watching Thursday night football. Why? We're supposed to get a quote-unquote trailer for Midnights at the end of the third quarter of tonight's game. So you can bet all your non-sporty friends who happen to be Swifties, they're all watching. We're all waiting. What's she got planned for us? Before I get y'all back into some music, though, let me go ahead and give y'all a quick check of your weather. In Fort Lupton, currently 78 degrees. Ooh, toasty out there. No winds. Low of 41 tonight. In Loveland, we are looking at 76 degrees, low of 44. Also, wind gusts of a whopping 3 miles an hour. Windsor, we are looking at 77 degrees, low of 41, and no wind. And then, in the home campus of Greeley, we are looking at 75 degrees with a low of 37. Ooh, that's going to be chilly going home. No wind. And now I'll go ahead and get y'all back to the music. I'm actually going to try to see if I could find more Taylor Swift theories to share here with y'all. And I'll bring it back to the music here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. And welcome back to the Dumpster Fire 3.0 here on AIM Student Radio. I'm Josh. Happy Midnight's Eve once again. Still hunting down some more Taylor theories because, like I said, I don't want to feed into the speculation. I'm just trying to find the theories that, to me, are the most interesting. However, I did mention a little bit earlier that during the third quarter of tonight's Thursday night football game, we were supposed to get a quote-unquote trailer for Midnights. And the game has just started. It looks like we're actually going to get a good Thursday night football game tonight. We got the Saints and the Cardinals, and the Saints just scored barely 2 minutes into the game. Finally, it's like we need some good football, especially on Thursday nights, because these last few games have been hard to watch. And I'm not just saying that because us Broncos fans had to witness the dumpster fire, pun intended. That was our last Thursday night game. No. We just need some good football right now. And I'm so happy that we're getting it. And I'm going to go ahead and let it play back to the music here on AIM's Student Radio, the way radio should be. And welcome back to the Dumpster Fire 3.0 here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm Josh, and before I get back into the music, I did find one theory here, also regarding the Karma album. So, according to this, in the track list for Midnights, there's a track called Karma. And a lot of people believe that this may be one of the songs from the alleged Karma album that was scrapped all the way back in 2016. No one knows for sure. It's tricky. There's a lot of people think that the song was maybe just a portion of the album. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and let it get back to the music. So we were doing a lot of Taylor, but I've already played through literally all the Taylor that we have here in the station library. So now I'm just going to pass it off to some Coolio, R.I.P., and then I'll just let it play with some Billie Eilish, because you know how it is here on the Dumpster Fire. And welcome back to the Dumpster Fire 3.0 here on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm Josh, and I do thank you all for listening. And I know some of you may be thinking, wait, why the abrupt ending? So due to a little bit of circumstances outside of our control, looks like neither Jeff or Dax were able to make it to the show this week, which is totally okay. Obviously, like I said, happy Midnight's Eve. Next week on the show, I will be bringing forward a recap of seeing what the next few hours bring us, as well as probably talking a little bit about what I thought about Midnights when it actually releases. It's still barely the second quarter right now of the Thursday night football game. So theoretically, by the time I get home, it should be getting closer to the end of the third quarter, and we'll see what that trailer is all about. But once again, I do thank you all for listening. I know sometimes our show can be a little bit chaotic, a little bit nuts, but that's the whole point. It's a dumpster fire. You've been warned. I thank you all for listening, and you have a great rest of your day. We're going to go ahead and kick it right back to the music with Back to You by Selena Gomez. This is AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be.